I think we can all agree these glasses were a huge mistake. You know, I look like the first black student at Hogwarts. Real Jackie Robinson and Quidditch vibes. This is my Weasley brother, bro, the redhead in the front, yeah. You can probably tell growing up, we were big Harry Potter nerds, me and my younger brother. We used to take these online quizzes to see what house we belonged to. You know, we were like, oh, are we gonna be Gryffindor? Maybe Slytherin? Tell me why that joint said Baltimore Ravenclaw. How did you know, BuzzFeed? How did you know? Lucky guess. I'll be 35 next spring. Yep, bit of a legend. No, I don't know. I'm also single, don't have any kids, so probably gonna be a stepdad. I have all the attributes of a great second husband. One of them is this. It's kind of hard to see, bro, but this used to be hair. And when my hairline was down here, I'd say things like, oh, I don't know if I could date a woman with kids. Up here is like two-step kids isn't even a lot, you know? If they're close enough in age, they're wearing all the same clothes, you know? God forbid I lose any of this up top, I'll fix foster care, you know? They can all stay with me. All live with me. You know, because in this hypothetical scenario, I could see myself, you know, getting in an argument, blow-up argument with the mother and be like, you know what? We've been fighting a lot. I think I should just head out for a little bit. And as I'm getting ready to leave, I catch a glimpse of my stepson playing basketball in the front yard. And he just does like a 360 windmill from the free throw line. I can't leave my family, dog. He averaged 37 points a game, bro. I'm committed to this family. And he's committed to the University of Kentucky. Let's lock in with some championships. That's why I think I like tall women. You know, I don't really have any retirement savings. I don't have a 401k, but a son in NBA 2K, maybe. Maybe. That's why I like tall women. I was on Hinge, the dating app, you know, sorting for 5'8" and above, which might be eugenics. I don't know, but I was doing it, and it was all beautiful Polynesian women. So my baby mama finna look like The Rock. That's what I'm telling you. You know, like your girlfriend should be like stealing your hoodies, wearing your shirts. I'm wearing my ex-girlfriend's shoes. These the Peggy Hill 8s, you feel me? You know, and I've been thinking a lot about masculinity lately and how it's fluid, or whatever I have to say to get women. And I'm a bit of a feminist. Nah, but it is, and it's interesting because like pink used to be a masculine color. You know what I'm saying? Stuff changes. We've had, I think 3 or 4 US presidents that were cheerleaders. None of them were women. You understand? Like it's very fluid. And I kind of see it in my household because my dad growing up was a very like hyper masculine man, very strict gender roles. Yet his favorite artist was Prince. You know, a 5'2" man dressed like a Bratz doll. But then in the same household, he'd say a lot of things like, oh, you can't pierce your ears, that's for girls. You can't grow your hair out long and braid it, that's for girls. You can't get on Spring Tech birth control, that's for girls, you know? What am I supposed to do with all these pills, you know? Some people sold candy in high school, I was selling birth control, bro. We didn't have no teen pregnancies at St. Bernard's Catholic High School, no. That wasn't abstinence, that was me, that was good old Manny. But I was thinking like, you know, because they get on Gen Z about the guys painting their fingernails and stuff like that. And I'm like, I maybe wouldn't go that far, at least for me, but you know, I might have a higher heeled boot, you know what I mean? Feel what it's like to be 6'9". Look LeBron James in his eyes for real, you know? Of course, at a Laker game, we make eye contact. He look at me, call timeout, he come up to me, like, bro, what kind of shoes is those, little bro? I'm like, these the Ron DeSantis 7s, you see it? Got them from my ex, you feel me? World Cup next summer, we excited? Okay, surprising American response. The whole world's hyped for the World Cup and we're like, we don't do Celsius sports, we're different. We're different. I like the World Cup though, I'm excited because not only is it good football, but I feel like I learn a bit about different cultures every time. Like last World Cup, Ecuadorians I didn't know they were that black. I was shocked, dude. They came out looking like the Detroit Pistons. I had to make some calls. I was like, Mama, how long have we been Ecuadorian? Like, what? You're just now telling me? Like, what's going on? You feel me? Because even though I don't have any ancestry from, Central, South America, I feel like a connection to them. Because that's the only other place you're gonna find another black Manny. You feel me? Okay, stick with me. Because I feel like it's hard in this political climate to be a black Manny. You know how hard it is to convince ICE I'm not Dominican? They be coming up like, hey, big bro, we need to see your passport. And I'm just like, I don't know, Bobby, I know Dominican, I black. I don't even speak Spanish, I just talk like that when I'm nervous, bro. My girl be going through my phone, why Domino's text you at 3 a.m.? I'm like, mami, pero no sé. No sé. Y'all already knew this. Spirit Airlines, you know this. You know Spirit Airlines is my favorite airline. You can tell by looking at me. I love it, bro. I like Spirit because they system's never down. Because they don't have systems. Right? Spirit Airlines is just Southwest in 1987. That's what it is. And what's the main complaint? That they upcharge you for stuff, right? Like your carry-on. I'm just like, where are your clothes? I'll be in the exit row wearing 3 jean jackets, bro. Looking like Blastoise. I'm gonna figure it out. You could upcharge me for anything. You could upcharge me water. They can charge me for air, bro. They can. Oxygen's $3.99. It's a short flight. I'll hold it. True story, bro. $34. Got me from LAX to Detroit. $34. Yeah. That's 2 Chipotle bowls. $34 to Detroit, which is crazy because I was headed to Canada, but that was really close. $34. I walked the rest of the way. I don't mind the snow. I'm wearing all my jean jackets. You feel me? About to go to Toronto and watch Ecuadorians playing the World Cup. That's how that joke ends. In Judaism, they have a pilgrimage to Israel called Birthright. In Islam, they take a pilgrimage to Mecca. I think black people should have a pilgrimage to Atlanta. I need to get on Spirit to connect with the ancestors. That's what. Because Atlanta, it's beautiful and it is black. You know what I mean? Like, compared to LA, because growing up, we used to watch Tyler Perry movies. I don't know if you're familiar, but the cast in a Tyler Perry movie is like 99% black and like 1 token white person. And I was like, oh, that's not realistic. Coming from LA, because it's very diverse, I was like, oh, that's not realistic. Then I spent 1 weekend in Atlanta, and I did a 180. I thought that white person was DEI. I was like, y'all just hiring anybody, bro. Like, long story short, I want to be in a Tyler Perry movie. You feel me? Yes, I do. I definitely do. I'm perfect casting. Every antagonist in a Tyler Perry movie is a dark-skinned, balding black man antagonizing light-skinned women. That's also the premise of my love life. You understand? I'm method acting, bro. I'm over here yelling, girl, you ain't never gonna make it. This is Taraji P. Henson, by the way. You ain't never gonna be president. She's playing Kamala Harris. You can't do it. And they're like, Manny, your line was welcome to Wendy's. Like, we don't know. It's like, my bad, Ty, I got excited. He was like, nah, keep that in. We like improv the whole thing. You're the star now. That's what's up. But I'm a Los Angeles native. Anybody else? Yeah. Los Angeles. Would y'all agree LA has a bit of a gang culture, a little bit? Okay, white guy was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, I'm from Echo Park. I'm from Silver Lake. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm from the suburbs. But I was still a little bit impacted by the gang culture of Los Angeles. I remember one time in the 10th grade, I got pressed by some gang members. They came up to me. It's like, hey, Brody, what you on? The honor roll. What you mean? They were like, nah, cuz, where are you from? I said, Hogwarts, what do you mean? Like, I'm a great kid, I'm not understanding. But they jumped me a little bit, just a little. It's LA, man. I remember one time I was wearing a hat, and he was like, hey, cuz, what's good with that hat? And I was like, brother, this is a Bass Pro Shop. Can we not do this? And they said that was a new sect called Fish and Crips. I was like, we doing puns now? We doing British puns? Getting banged on by Peaky Blinders up in here, bro. You know the stereotype that white people don't make great chicken? Yeah. I think it kind of depends. Because I understand the notion. Like, you ever had chicken prepared by a white person, and you like, this could use a little bit more everything. Koreans making it instead? Yeah, I get that, but I think Chick-fil-A is cool, and that's white people chicken, you know? Because I think it depends. I think it needs to be like a Southern conservative chicken. You know, like foghorn leghorn in a bucket. That's what you need, right? Because sometimes I have like a liberal chicken, and I'm like, is this shit vegan? Like, what? Is this chicken a vegan? How did this happen? You know, I'd be at Whole Foods looking at the packages, it'd be like, oh, cage-free, antibiotic-free. That's awesome, but I really need to know this chicken's vaccination status. Really need to know, bro. I eat my chicken with a side of ivermectin sauce. That's what I call horseradish. Autism is diagnosed 4 times as much in boys as it is in girls. And the reason I think is twofold. I think it's due to masking. I think women are a little bit better at hiding it. But additionally, I don't think we really look for it in girls as much as we should, right? Because you look at a guy who's a little awkward, quiet, has a rock collection, thinks he's a wizard. You're like, yeah, he got a little bit of teasy for sheezy, like, the neurodivergizzle up there, you know? Conversely, you look at a lady who's a little awkward, quiet, collects gems, sells literal witchcraft on Etsy. Everyone's like, this is the most neurotypical woman in Los Angeles. Just a normal witch, you know? You know, is that your lady? Yeah. Would you say your love language is physical touch? Would that be your top one? It's up there because she's stimming. You understand? That wasn't crowd work, that was a diagnosis, bro. These ticket fees were co-pays, bro. United Healthcare sent me to do a set. Your claim's denied, we do Punchline, bro. I was watching it was one of the Jeffrey Dahmer, not the documentary, but the series. And they had a scene where the detectives, they were interviewing Jeffrey Dahmer's father, his dad, and they're like, oh, Mr. Dahmer, are you aware that your son's a serial killer, cannibal, and he's gay? And his dad's just like, I mean, like how gay are we talking here? Like super gay, Atlanta gay? Like how gay is gay? And I was like, bro, the key word was cannibal. I feel like we skipped some steps. That'd be like if you had a daughter instead, and they were like, Mr. Dahmer, your daughter's a serial killer, cannibal, and she dates black guys. And the dad's just like, okay, I mean, like, how black are we talking here? Like Atlanta black, or? And the detective goes, we suspect he's Ecuadorian. That's my time. I've been Manny. I appreciate it.